Can we talk about the? We need to air out our issues. On the podcast. This is a problem.
It's a week. It was 1 week.
But look how much you've done in 1 week. You've had ube ice cream. Okay, you're driving to LA. I don't even know who that person is.
Hold on. It was.
She's opening your traffic.
Walking Blind is hosted by overly emotional dudes who overthink and overanalyze everything. Nothing the hosts say should be taken as medical advice or opinion. They're not professionals. They're about to make that very clear.
It's just 1 week. I didn't do anything. You were here.
Yeah, well, check this out. What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Walking Blind Podcast. This is episode 73. I'm Mike.
74.
That guy's a traitor. Welcome to the
I
episode.
think 74.
Fuck, is it 74?
think
That's
so.
how mad I am. I'm so upset. I'm not really that upset. I'm actually kind of happy for you, but I'm also a little
You're just upset
perturbed.
because you're just upset because I saw a movie with
I'm
someone else.
upset because you went and saw the movie that we've been talking about for months and months and months with somebody else. With somebody else.
I didn't get an invite to go see it.
Hey, it's cool, man. You want to give us your review on Air? Because it seems like you saw it without us. How about that? Jesse, you want to go see a movie later?
Let's go see.
All right.
Can we do a mental health check?
Let's do it. This is the mental health check. Let me go ahead and take the lead on this before I lose a friend in a podcast, too. This is the mental health check. This is where we like to check in on the mental health of our homies, which obviously somebody's struggling right now. Please explain.
Basically that mental health check. It's where we like to check in weekly to see where we're at mentally. That way we can kind of figure out if if things are going well, what are we doing? We keep doing them. And if we're in a funk of some sorts, what are we maybe ignoring to do that is keeping us in that funk?
Not going well.
Michael, would you like to go first?
I'm trying to think of all the funk artists in my head so I can make comparisons. Okay, yeah. All joking aside, I'm hurt. Mental health check. I feel good right now. I've been a week on the Diamond 75, and I failed on day 3 because I didn't take progress photos. Everything else has been on point. Didn't take progress photos.
That's fine.
Actually, I take that back. I took one progress photo, and I was like, Jesus, this is bad. This is my day 1 progress photo. And I think it was a combination of bad lighting, low mirror angle, and then just overall body fat.
Months of just bad decision making.
Months of bad decision making.
What are you thinking of all the barbecue we've had?
All the barbecue we've had. But other than that, on a more positive note, I've just been busy, been working, nose is back to the grindstone. I don't even know if that's a real term, but
It felt right.
it felt right.
Felt like it made sense.
So, yeah, I'm okay. Other than the betrayal that I felt learning that you went to see Air without me, things have been good. Where are you at, Mike?
Great. Mentally, I'm doing well, doing better.
If your answer isn't fucking fantastic, we need to have another conversation.
Mentally, I'm doing pretty well. Doing pretty well. It's been a fun week. I need to get more consistent in my jump roping. Just Mike.
You just feel
I feel lasers on my face.
I'm just kidding. I'm not really mad. I'm just turning it up for the content. Turning it up for the show.
For the show. But yeah, mentally I'm doing well. It's been a good week for me. And yeah, I think I'd like to just get back into being more consistent in my jump roping, because it's gonna be interesting. End of May, and then into June. Actually, Yeah, because Burner State album's coming out.
Mm-hmm.
Got some shows in the works. We have one that's announced. It's basically Ty's birthday party.
Yeah, Ty's birthday show coming up.
Mm-hmm. And we're kind of going to use that as a send off to some of our songs.
Oh,
Because like it's one of those things where people don't realize when you write a new album,
you gotta change the rotation of your
you got
stuff.
to change the rotation. Some songs are gonna, probably not gonna play as frequently. So we're kind of using that as like a send off. It's some of the songs from the EP, and so.
Do you guys already have album art and everything for the?
We have.
record?
Well, we have an idea that we sent to Rick.
Okay.
So I kind of just get on him. But I'm not worried about it. Rick always comes with cool shit. So we have the album art, and then the album is being mixed as we speak, and so we should be getting stuff back, I would imagine, in the next couple weeks. And yeah, the nice thing is it's gonna be digital. So once we have it, we can
basically do whatever you want.
Mm-hmm. And so, but I think once we figure out when we'll have the actual album done, and then I think we'll kind of plan like our album release show based on that. So I think that'll be fun. I would like to do vinyls.
Vinyls would be sick. Is there still like a because I know for when we looked into it for Torture Culture when we released, vinyls were like super backed up. Like our time frame of getting the mixes and releasing was very, very short, and to get vinyls pressed was like a couple months.
Dang, I didn't know that.
So I don't know what it looks like now, but that was like kind of still dealing with like the after effects of COVID. I watched it happen, and I didn't want to look at the screen to see if.
Did you notice how long I waited to be like?
I watched it fizzle on your shirt and then just absorb.
I missed my mouth as I tried to drink water.
Weird the things that happen when you betray somebody. Just kidding. Yeah, I mean vinyl would be sick, but then again, you guys can also release vinyl at a later date, right?
Yeah,
Once people are into the record, check it out. We're gonna do a limited run of vinyl. You know, maybe some like cool colorways, like cool like.
Yeah, I want it to be cool, especially because it's a full length.
Yeah.
It's fucking dude. There's 13 songs. Dude.
Unheard of nowadays.
I know. It's still gonna be pretty fast. I don't think it'll be very long, even though it's 13 songs. But yeah, I'm excited. I just hearing like the roughs when we go in and have Kelly do the playback. I was already being like, oh, yeah, pretty cool. So
now I know that you, I know that you guys reworked and reimagined one song.
Yeah.
Are there multiple songs that you guys did that with, or is it just the one and then everything else is new?
Everything else is new. So we're reimagining, or we're redoing Coming Clean, and I think it's it's still kind of like a long song.
Yeah.
But at least now it flows so much better.
So you ditched the ska.
We ditched the ska. We ditched the ska. We added a solo, which is actually my idea. Everyone's gonna say it was Gerald's. It was my idea.
Was it your solo?
It's my solo. Me ripping on it. No, it's just. Actually, I don't even know if we did the solo. Thinking back on it now, we might have just gone. Anyway, like this song has been reworked to the point where like we're actually hoping to get it early, so we can practice it.
Yeah.
Because we'd like to play. So Ty, like I said, Ty's party, Ty's show, the show that it's gonna be for Ty. Like I think we might play the new version of Coming Clean there, just because it's familiar enough that people will be like, oh yeah, we know the song, and then and then save the new album, the new songs for when we do the release.
So some of the songs that you guys have been playing in your set for Burner State were not recorded. Did those get recorded on the record?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm excited. Like
there's some heaters in there,
dude. And I feel like it changes the band because I feel like now we have more of an identity what the songs are. Like these songs they make sense together. There's not like a straight up ska pop punk song and then this like weird political metally thrash song.
I love that song, though.
I know. Yeah, a random guest vocal from me. Guest scream vocal from me. But anyway, so like these songs, I think these songs are like they're more punk.
Yeah.
You know, and so I'm excited. I feel like we could get away with playing some pretty cool shows, like heavier shows. I think with this, you know, like me as jarring. But yeah. So I'm looking forward to that. That's hopefully, I would say June we'll be able to release. Hopefully early June.
So like a summertime, like get ready for the beach parties.
Dude,
Like,
summertime jams. Yeah. And then
summertime circle pits.
Circle pit, dude, I like that.
Which me and Noe got to sit down and work out the video content for you guys. You guys got to put out one music video at least with the.
I want to put out a couple, dude. I want to put out a couple
with the full length.
Yeah, I feel like some of the songs lend it to that.
Let me, just shoot the songs my way and give me like, I don't know, 3 hours to figure out.
Just come up with storyboards and stuff,
dude.
Oh, that'd be sick.
We'd tell a story. We'd do like a 3-part. Like the video continues for all 3 songs.
Fuck yeah, I'm into that. Done.
Oh, yeah.
Done.
Fucking 90s rom-com. Here we come,
dude. Fuck yeah. So yeah, that's coming up. So I want to be ready for that. I think last time we mentioned MBR has some stuff coming, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So that's
not like a full announcement, but just that there's some things on the horizon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, really fun announcements coming with MBR. Kind of to the point. It's funny, like we forget sometimes that like we're signed, I think, and so it's
you
like
forget you have obligations.
Yeah. And so it's like, yeah, let's do this, and we're like, do we need to tell Pure about this? And we're like, we probably do. We probably have to. Probably should tell Jake. So and so yeah, so there's something coming up that we need to. We're gonna just run by the big guy and just be like, hey, what are your thoughts on this?
The same thing that was confirmed before, or something additional.
Yeah for the
yeah
for the, well, if it's it's for what we're talking, like, yeah, something that we want to do before
that
okay. For the announcement, for the big announcement. Yeah.
So that being said, eventually this announcement is going to come out about no bragging rights, and then the announcement that we're going to be looking for a new guest host to be on Walking Blind is going to be coming soon too, because once again, Mike's just breaking my heart,
dude,
left and right.
I'm taking the pod with me.
It's crazy how much I root for you, and then when it happens for you, I'm like, oh no.
So I will say this. It's going to sound like an excuse, but it's not. But it's not. So I think
we spent all this money before NBR had plans to do shit.
Oh, like it's just different. I feel like it had the Australia tour not been Australia, had to been like a West Coast tour, or even East Coast, or just something. I feel like it would have been a lot easier for me to do stuff.
Oh yeah.
Like it was impossible. It's impossible to do something in Australia because, like, for one, it's like, oh, let me meet up with Mike right now. Oh wait, no, it's like 3 a.m. right now, and we're having lunch right now. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like it was just weird. And then also, this was my first tour back, so I was like dying.
I just like giving you shit. I think that the honest to God truth of it all is that we'll find a way to make it all work.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, and I think just the idea that you threw out,
yeah,
like that to me is like an awesome solution.
I think that there's some things that I like.
We're working out the show.
Yeah, we're working out the show on the show. Can you tell we didn't prepare for this week? So there's some things that or there's some ideas that I have, but I have to like get all the ducks in a row.
Okay.
To where I think it's definitely doable to do the idea like we said, like definitely the mental health check is
Yeah.
going to be me checking in on you guys on the road, right? And then for the other aspect of it, it's probably going to rely more on Zoom. If I can have somebody in while you're out or while you guys are on the road, cool. If not, we have this platform where we can connect with anybody in the world, right? So the stuff that you guys have coming up is not international, right? Not right now. So it's still going to be pretty accessible and doable until the the ball gets rolling and the wheels get turning. And the Feels on Wheels is definitely going to be like a new priority for the summer, because with the tours happening, with people getting back on the road and then being able to hit a lot of these places, I think it could be a pretty sweet move in that direction.
Yeah. Okay.
So, yeah,
Absolutely.
But anyways, you guys all have to ride Mike Perez because
This is gonna weird.
you guys all have to ride Mike Perez. He needs it, but also you're gonna have to ride him because we got to make sure he stays on top of his edits on the road.
I know.
We gotta either clear out your laptop or get you a laptop because the shitty Wi-Fi is not gonna cut it.
Yeah. The one I did. It was
For
rough.
Sean. Poor Sean.
I feel bad. I'm still like the Damien one was funny too because I was like, fuck, we didn't do anything, and then we look, it's like the highest.
It's the
one.
highest rate. It's like the highest viewed show. But
Anyways, we got some questions coming in. Hell yeah.
I need to explain something to you guys. Let's bring it in one-on-one here while Mike does this. Mike has been on a different planet, and it's not his fault, right? It's just a different universe that he's in. Things have changed for this guy. He's back on stage. He's back in the saddle, if you will. He's doing his own thing, and I don't know how to handle it. It's a new man.
Same guy, guys. I'm the same. All this is happening, and I look like a freaking hippie, dude. All this, I haven't had a haircut. I'm 2 weeks overdue. It's all happening, and I look like this. The hats I've been wearing, it's because I'm hiding my hair.
That's the only hat I've seen you wear.
Yeah. Oh, I've been wearing my red one too.
Sick. That's a good one.
It is good.
That's a good one.
Walking by on the side.
All right, so you got some questions rolling in?
Yeah. I'm a little afraid.
What did
All
you
right.
ask first off?
I just said, mind you, when we were starting the show, I was like, dude, I don't have anything ready. So I just put, we need questions for the podcast. Fire away. So that said, our homie Rachel. Wait, what's going on here? Rachel. She said, any questions? What about related to trauma and experiences in general? Well,
It's not really a question, but I can tell you this. I recently had a discussion with somebody. We'll leave them nameless, but I actually told them like, hey, you need to talk to your therapist and see if they can recommend a trauma therapist for you. Because there's a lot of, like, it gets really tough in situations where somebody is like repressing a lot of things, right? So one thing that I've noticed with this person is that anytime like things are not going the way that they want, or things are, kind of like imploding or anything like there's no rebounding from that. It's like a moment of like, fucking, the world's ending, the world's against me, everything sucks, I can't do anything about it, and then that's that, right? But I was telling them like, hey, there's a lot of unaddressed trauma that you have that is still affecting your life today. So it's things that like, yeah, you can talk to your therapist about it, but I think you need to find somebody that specializes in trauma because they're going to be able to help you navigate a little bit better than your normal therapist would. And it's weird because like a lot of people I think look at therapy like, okay, I just find somebody to talk to and to get help, right? Mm-hmm. But like Dylan Tyag, who was on the show very early on, which we should have him come back now that he's had his kid, you know, pointed out like there are so many different facets and so many different things that go hand in hand with therapy that like whether it's addiction, whether it's trauma, whether it's like specializing in men's mental health and mm-hmm. things like that, like those are very like there's a different approach for everything. And it's like there's not a one size fits all type therapist. There might be, I don't know.
Yeah,
maybe there might be somebody that can handle all of that. But I know that I went through like 4 or 5 therapists before I found the one that I was like, oh, sick. I like really connected with, and then she passed from cancer, which was traumatic.
Another traumatic experience.
You know, so but like there's definitely something to consider there because you have to really look at like, am I just going to therapy because it's something that I think I need, or am I actually getting results and this is actually beneficial to me, or is this just a therapist that's like, here you go, here's a pill.
Yeah, because that might not be their like you said, they may not specialize in that, or that might not be their strength. Yeah, I think when people ask me like advice on stuff, like I don't give a whole lot. I'll give my opinions on something, but I'll always recommend ask a professional. But like for me, like there's certain things when people ask about like relationships.
Oh, you're sick at that, huh? No, he's not in a relationship.
No, I'm not great at relationships or relationship advice. And so I'll usually tell them like, I don't know, this isn't like an area that I like have a lot of like experience talking in for like marriage and shit. And so
you're like, they didn't allow me to get married to the dudes that I was into until very recently. So
yeah. But yeah, so all that says like everyone, you know, therapists even have their strengths. And I think it's good to look for specifically trauma, you know, or if you're in a crisis, find a crisis counselor. So this is from Andrew from Share the Backline. He says, when do we start a pod band?
Dude.
Wait. O'Brien is a drummer, right? Or is Andrew a drummer?
O'Brien.
I think O'Brien.
What does Andrew do?
He's a guitarist.
I mean,
Both of you guys can play bass.
I can play guitar and sing.
Dude, I'll play bass.
Yeah.
Done.
We're
gonna start this tomorrow. We're gonna be called the Crunch Wrap Supremes.
We'll be called oh man. Okay. I was gonna think of a play on like our podcast names, but I think I like the idea of maybe something that brings Taco Bell and Del Taco together. We'll come up with something. No, that's not.
The Beans and Rice.
Walking back lines.
What's something very Del Taco and something that's very Taco Bell?
Let's report this.
The Double Del.
The Double Dells. The double.
I don't know.
Double Del Supremes.
The Double Del Supremes, dude.
The Double Del Supremes.
The Double D Supremes.
Double D Supremes. We'll work on it.
We'll workshop it.
We'll workshop it. Dude,
But the answer is now.
Yeah, dude, fuck it. I'll play guitar and sing.
That'd be sick.
Oh yeah.
Mike recently showed us a video of him playing guitar and singing in the early days of No Bragging Rights. Mm-hmm. And his guitar was so low on his body. Like, it was basically at his kneecaps.
It's just where my arm hangs down at. That's all I need right there.
I was impressed.
Thank you.
I was impressed.
We went pretty hard, huh?
Yeah.
Were you surprised? I was surprised.
I
Watching
wasn't-
an old video of us. I was like, oh.
I don't think I was surprised, but I was definitely like, I don't know, when you told me that you played guitar and sang back in the day, I wasn't expecting it to be that heavy.
Yeah, I mean, we definitely got more melodic as we like
Yeah.
as we went. As I like started to like kind of be okay with singing.
That makes sense to me then. Because I was expecting you to be more of like an MXPX vibe playing guitar. Like, I wasn't expecting.
Yeah, we definitely. Yeah, I mean, we definitely had our more popular songs, but dude, we should just be like a freaking just like power pop.
How about none of us play instruments? We just have backing tracks and we all learn how to dance
Or all this
with the fucking
just fucking headpieces.
headpiece microphones, but with the gaudy ball up in the front.
Dude, hell yeah! I'm into that.
Did you listen to the Share the Backline episode where they're talking about the Steph Curry card? One of them,
Andrew.
was it Andrew?
Andrew, he is father.
His father-in-law,
Yeah.
I believe,
Yeah.
gave him a bunch of packs of cards,
No,
or
it was in his toolbox.
oh, he had a bunch of packs of cards.
He just had the card in his toolbox from like Steph Curry's rookie.
No, he was opening packs. I thought.
Oh no, yeah, right. It was a pack.
Yeah.
It was a pack.
Fucking Jesse. Don't fact check me if you don't have the facts, damn it. Anyways, they found a Steph Curry rookie card. Not the like mass like big run of them, but like the 1 of 500
Oh,
Steph Curry rookie cards worth quite a bit of money.
dang,
And I was like, that's impressive. That's impressive.
dude, I haven't talked to my brother about this, but I'm curious. He has to still have his cards. I think my parents were pretty aware to not throw out his cards. My brother has some like crazy cards. His joke was like, "I'm gonna put my girls through college with this."
Are they graded? Are they like Beckett graded?
I don't know what that means.
Because that's really where the money's at.
I don't know. He just has a ton, and they're all in nice. He had a little case, but they're all in nicely.
Because if you, Jesse, open that third drawer down right there. No, sorry, second drawer. This is entertaining right there. Give me that one in the marble case. Look at that. Look at this guy right here. I was gonna save this and show this to you when we went to see Air together. But this is a 90s Michael Jordan, fucking sick ass Michael Jordan card.
Dude, I feel like I had this card. That's so fucking rad. We gotta go see Air.
Yeah.
You'll love it.
There's a few like some Michael Jordan cards in there that are just
A
like,
lot of Michael Jordans in here.
yeah,
Damn.
they're just kind of sitting there. I even have this old Tiger Batman Forever handheld game. This is that old technology right here. You know
Whoa.
about that?
Dude, I think my neighbors had that, man.
This the shittiest side scrolling game.
Does it
Yeah.
still work?
Like you don't really
I don't know.
You like don't really know if you're like winning or doing.
Yeah,
well or
you don't
not.
really know what you're doing.
It's hard to tell.
You just hear it beeping all cool.
That's funny.
Anyways, this episode is awesome for our audio only listeners.
All right. Oh, this is from Jasper. He was our sound man
Sick.
in Australia.
What's up, Jasper?
Jasper. He says, "Has anyone ever been as far as to decide if they even want to go look more like
What?
some Aussieisms in there?" Here, the bottom one. Am I reading that incorrectly?
Has anyone ever been as far as to decide if they even want to go look more like? No. No, they haven't.
I don't know.
Wait, what was the question?
You know what? Speaking of Aussies, I actually hit up Steve Easton about this video of bees that I saw, of these Australian bees that have like a Stranger Things crazy looking hive. And I was like, what the fuck is this? And he was like, oh yeah, those are Australian bees. He's like, they don't have stingers, and normally they don't really produce a lot of honey, but the little bit of honey that they do produce is super tasty. And he was like, but yeah, that crazy looking Australian bee is an Australian bee, and like these hives, it looked like the Upside Down in Stranger Things. It looked terrifying. But maybe I'll see if I can clip it and put it right here. Yeah.
Dude. All right. So we have.
It's not that.
No.
I was like, what is that? Our buddy Edgerton. This is freaking. Was he part of the winning team? Top one.
Edge Rogan, I think so.
That's freaking. Why am I spacing on his name?
Justin? Or James?
Is it James?
It was me, Justin, James, the 3 James.
I think so. James. If it's not, sorry, James. Or not James. It says, "Are there any songs you could do differently if you could?" I know.
We're just fucking pieces of shit, dude.
I know. Well, dude, I don't want to go on this tangent, but I hate when people you don't know who they are based on their name.
Yeah, that's fair. So it was a question.
It is James. It is James.
Yeah.
James. Love you, James. I do. Just forget.
Answer the questions.
I was waiting for Mike.
Ask me the question, Michael. What was the question?
The question was, are there... I read it.
Shows off the
I said, are there any songs you could do differently if you could?
Like our own songs or other people's songs?
I'd imagine our own songs.
There's a couple. One of my big gripes with the Torture Culture EP was that we really didn't sit down and write all the music together. Mm-hmm. It was like, here's some riffs, and then when we pulled Martin in, it was like, I leave in 2 days. Okay, let's get into the studio and record these, and then we'll figure out lyrics and vocals after the fact. So that Torture Culture record was like, it's cool for what it is. Like it was awesome. It turned out great. But there's actually like, I would have loved to sit down and like structured those songs a little bit better. Yeah. Allowed for some better like vocal patterns and things like that. There's one song that on there that is fast as fuck, and like lyrically, like I'm just fucking punch. And I think that song, if we'd have structured it a little bit better, could have been more accessible to more people, if that makes sense. So I think there's a lot as far as the Torture Culture record goes that I would want to redo. And I'm sure there's some real shitty Mikey Diamonds music out there that I'd like to redo,
Maybe a line you'd want to take back.
Never that.
I think for me, I kind of feel that way about the EP, the new one, just because same thing. The first time we've ever written not together, and so like playing those songs live, having an opportunity to play live. We've had moments where we're like, oh, this could, like, this was fast.
Yeah. What did Sean say? That was just us left to our own devices.
Yeah. And it really was. And but I mean, I think what's exciting is that when we do music moving forward, I think we'll have more of an opportunity to get to jam together and bring more ideas in, because I love the EP. I'm happy that we got to do it, and for the time, that's what it kind of had to be.
Yeah.
And so, but if I think about songs that I would do differently, something that always drives me nuts is Hope Theory, because I thought we recorded the higher harmony.
Imagine this is where you just shit on everybody and you're like, I fucking hate that song.
That song,
and everybody's like, what? You're like, Hope Theory was the worst.
No, fucking ruining it. And you guys made me sing it every night. No. There's because if you listen to the other singing parts on Cycles, like they sound big and full, and we had the high, the mids, and then the lows. And for whatever reason, we either didn't record the highs or we just got lost and we just didn't put them in. And so I was talking with, actually, I don't know if I should. There's a possibility we might re-release some of the songs from Cycles.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. And so, anyway, when I hear that song, I'll always think of that. Like wish we had the higher harmony there.
You know, one thing I do want to see you do is, and I need somebody, because I've asked my cousin and he just was like, yeah, I'm down. And now it's 3 years later. Mm. I need somebody who can play the hell out of a piano. And I want to do Letters to No One as a big fucking reimagined
like
piano ballad.
Ooh, I mean, I'm in. I'm in.
The OGs will know. The OG NBR fans will know about Letters to No One. It's been recorded like 6 times.
6 times. I wrote it when I was like
12.
I was like probably 18 maybe. Thought I would never show it to anybody. And then
Letters to No One was the prequel to Somewhere in Between.
Yeah, I guess. You could say that, I suppose. All right. Jesse, I know where you're going with this. Jesse asks, is water wet?
Oh, fuck. Yes, water's wet.
Yeah, I'm going to say water is also wet. This is like the, what is it? Was it about straws?
Yeah.
Do straws have 1 hole or 2 holes?
Straw has 1 hole.
I feel like it has 2.
How is it? It's 1 hole. It goes all the way through. You're looking at 2
points of entry,
but that's still 1 hole.
All right, I switched.
There's 2 points of entry, but every hole, it's 1 hole. It goes all the way through.
Yeah, because if you were to poke a hole somewhere else, then it would have 2 holes.
Yeah.
Oh, it would have 3. Man. So
Watch, this is the most debated episode.
I know.
It doesn't. It has fucking 4. What?
Did you send me that?
Yeah.
Yeah, you sent me that. I was like right away. I was like, that's nice. And then I heard him arguing. I was like, oh fuck. I was like, this is one of those. What's another one like that?
Is water wet was one that like really got people.
Mm-hmm.
Do fish fly and crabs walk?
My favorite argument that actually I brought this to LA Comic Con and we interviewed a bunch of people and asked them is a hot dog a sandwich?
I would say no because it's connected.
No, it is. It's sub.
Is it though? So a sub sandwich is connected.
Let's see.
It's meat, bread.
Yeah, I swear. Yeah, I changed my mind. Uh-oh.
74, ladies and gentlemen. You say 73.
For the panel, are we single?
What?
Our question was asked, are you guys single?
Who asked that?
Jordan.
What?
I feel like I'm being set up.
Sounds like a setup.
I feel like I'm being set up.
I am not single. I have a girlfriend.
It would have been funny if you were like, I am. But I know someone would be very angry if they heard me say it.
I'll be like, I am not single, but if you run into her, act like I said. I lost my train of thought. Yeah. What was it? Like, I think we were on a live stream very early on. Somebody was like, "Are you guys single?" And Jesse was like, "Look at all the fucking plants in the house." Mike's not single.
It's funny. I was talking to my mom about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because our friends visiting from Germany. Shout out to Jay and Natasha. And this girl Jay, she was saying how she has like over 100 plants in her house.
Here's the thing. I like plants. I think that they bring, like like an element of beauty to a house, right? And I think they look great. I think decor wise, like it's nice to have those pops of green. How do you keep them alive? I don't understand. Like
Just water them in sunshine, dude.
it's not that simple. I water and sunshine the fuck out of the plants I had before Kramer moved in, and
Grass
they
out
almost
there.
died. The grass lives outside; it doesn't live indoors.
Yeah.
And the grass is barely surviving. Every time I cut it, Mike has a fucking emotional reaction and has to wear sunglasses. So you know,
It's not emotional. It's allergies. You dicks. I've lived with that my whole life.
I fucking cut my lawn, and all of a sudden, Mike's crying.
That's how in tune to the earth I am. Dude, I used to, when I was a little kid, I looked fucking insane, dude. So
You
when
don't
I-
take like Claritin daily
yeah,
or anything like that?
yeah, that doesn't help. Like my allergies are bad, dude.
But I mean, like they don't have you like on a daily. Like, do you probably just take it when you? Start
Now
to
I just
feel
take it when I feel it. Yeah.
But like, because I remember at one point in time, like for my allergies, I was on like, was it Atarax? Because like my allergies, I would feel itchy. I wouldn't go into hives or anything, but my body, I would just feel itchy. So the Atarax is like, it's almost, it was like I think it's also technically an anxiety medication.
Oh, interesting.
So it's like it has two, like it's anxiety, it's for medication for anxiety, and then also an antihistamine.
Interesting. I'm sure I've taken it. I've taken everything. But when I was like a little kid and I played baseball, my allergies would be so bad, but I just knew that like I guess as long as like if I'm a defense, as long as I can like watch the pitcher, like as soon as I see the pitcher move, then I would just like wipe my eye, and then I could be in the play, and like have enough vision until the play was over, and then I was back to being blind.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Which, speaking of baseball, I want to know, because I kind of had asked you right when they implemented the new rule about the pitch clock, how you feel about it now that we've seen it like dramatically change some games.
Yeah. Man, I still kind of like it.
It shaved what, 30 minutes off a game?
Yeah, but I feel like I'm kind of on board with them like turning it off in like the 9th inning or something.
Okay. Yeah.
But at the same, I don't know. These are professionals. Like I understand that people have their way of doing things. I think the dangerous thing with this is I feel like this is gonna usher in a different type of almost cheating, and it might come
running down that pitch clock at the end of the game to.
Yeah, or something like there's guys like because they're these guys they're smart, dude. Like Scherzer, he's already kind of developed a way to fast pitch batters, like quick pitch them, which is like you don't give them time to set up.
Yeah.
Because I forget how the ruling is, but after you pitch as a pitcher, or as long as you come set, then I forget what he does, but he does something where basically, as soon as the umpire gives him the okay, then he goes right into pitching, which is jarring for a hitter.
So he sets up before, and then he's ready to throw as soon as they give that like.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't have like a full windup or anything. That windup's already done.
Something like that, yeah.
Weird.
Yeah, and then like teams right now are like they're starting to get really savvy on like, because you can only throw over to first base I think twice, per batter. And so now guys are like really testing leadoffs, and if a pitcher makes that second throw, then you can't do it again. Can't do it again. So you can take a massive lead. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so there's been some like really easy stolen bases this year based on that, and it's kind of changing how like catchers too. They have to like they're starting to get more involved in like back picks at first. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. I like the idea. I like the idea of like speeding it up. The weird thing that I'm coming around on, which I was kind of against, is I'm on board with having the digital umpire or whatever, like for the strike zone,
where you immediately see the call.
Yeah, because it's like
I'm kind of with that.
I like it. My thing against it was I thought it like took away from like a pitcher being able to establish a strike zone, which is like an art.
Yeah.
Like, and like if if you get that umpire to like to ride with you to be like, okay, he's consistently hitting this corner and like he's getting that strike, and then when a pitcher starts to expand it, it's like it's cool.
It
It's cool.
still looks like it's in that zone.
Yeah. And so I've always, like I thought that was kind of cool, but it's getting to a point now where it's like it is a bummer to like see someone strike out on a pitch that wasn't a pitch, or to get walked on a pitch that was clearly a strike, and it's like, come on, like pitchers especially, like they work so hard to get some of those strikes, and then like they're not getting that call.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like I know in minor leagues right now, batters are even allowed to like they can like do like a quick thing, and they'll do like it's supposed to be like a 13 after how many seconds you get to review it, but I think you get like one review per pitch or per at bat.
I was about to say per pitch.
No.
Wild.
But like, I mean, the technology is here to the point where like umpires, I mean, they're needed on the field and stuff, but like as it's happening, you can see in real time, is that a ball or strike? It doesn't take much time.
Yeah. I think that the level of technology is not only changing like sports for baseball, like even like down to what hockey team was it? Was it that was selling? They were selling tickets to the stadium for their team's away games, and what they were doing, because the technology on the ice now is so good, they were showing you on the ice in real time where everybody was and where the puck was. So like your team is playing an away game, but you're at your home like arena watching basically just like a hologram of where, not like a full on 3D hologram, but like on the ice, like you'll see like let's say this is a player and there's another player here. You're seeing their movement, you're seeing the puck, you're seeing where it's going, and you're actually seeing the game in real time on the ice.
That's like metaverse stuff?
Which is, yeah, it's fucking weird, right? Like I want to see actual players playing. I don't want to just see like, you know, like the icons moving, but still like what a fucking genius way to like sell tickets when your team's gone.
Yeah. Well, and dude, also I've been seeing like, because at first I was like, I don't understand why the metaverse is like such a big thing. People are investing so much money in it. Well, one of the things I heard was like, one of the ideas is, dude, what if they start putting cameras, like nice, like several cameras on like a ref in like an MMA fight?
Oh, that'd be sick.
Like, can you imagine, like, how much money are you willing to pay to get the audio and the video that close to the fight? Where you can, like, literally hear the guys, like, talking to each other and shit.
Which is insane, too, because, like, even for, like, there's a few of, like, the like, state-of-the-art stadiums and stuff like that, football, basketball, where the courts and the fields have so many cameras set up now to where you can, like, basically metaverse. I think the Knicks were one of them where you can have a full-on experience and you can view the game from any angle on the court.
That's
like
sick.
you can view it from the fucking 3-point line type shit.
Dang.
And so like there's literally cameras everywhere so that you can have a fully immersive experience watching the game. To me, that sounds overwhelming as fuck. Like I'm sitting here and I'm watching LeBron's fucking nuts like shaking my forehead because I didn't move my camera in time and he's just fast, you know?
Dude, that's awesome.
Like, but it just like the idea of it is like it's literally a game changer because like, yeah, you could sit at home, fucking put on your VR headset and just watch this in real time, like right here. And like for across the board in sports, hockey, football, basketball, baseball, like all of this shit is getting to a point where like you can have a full immersive experience in real time and live. You don't fucking have to go anywhere.
Yeah. Do you imagine just like you pay money like a subscription to have like your favorite hockey player's helmet cam?
Yeah. That'd be sick.
Oh shit.
Or just the fucking goalie cam.
Or the goalie, yeah, the goalie cam.
It'd be so terrifying. You're sitting at home like, ah!
Dude.
And just think like how many years ago, just with COVID, where we fucking had digital seats, the fans were like digital sitting in the stands and shit.
Dude, I forget what stadium it was. There was a team that you buy your your cutout and you put it anywhere you want in the stadium, basically. And that's your spot. And if a ball hits your cutout, they send it to you.
ball. That's tight.
Isn't that rad?
The Dodgers.
The Dodgers?
The
The
Dodgers,
Doyers? Never mind. That's fucking stupid.
I was gonna say it, but I was trying to swallow my water. It fucking went up. It almost went out my
Never mind. That's a fucking dumb idea.
No wonder that idea sucked.
Dude, we had so the brew, we have an annual outing where we go to an Angel game. And so Kaylee was like, "Hey, what games do you think would be interesting?" And so it was for Angels and Red Sox. I was like, it's always interesting.
Good game.
And then there was Angels and Cubs. I was like, oh, it's interesting. I was like, for me personally, I don't think I've been to a Cubs Angel game.
No.
Which would be kind of rad. And then she's like, and then the Dodgers too, Dodgers Angels. I was like, oh well. And so I was like, well, I think if we do a game, Dodgers Angels would be pretty rowdy, but that'll probably be really fun.
Yeah.
And it'd be we could probably get more of our shop to go, because not everyone. Sadly, we have some Doyer fans, but
I thought Daily Brew had a strict policy about weeding out the traders.
yeah, they've been lax lately. It's been a bummer, but no, and so but as I'm saying this, and like Kelly's like, Dodger tickets are really expensive.
Maybe the Cubs.
Yeah, that's what I said. I was like, hey, Cubs are sick. Cubs would be rad.
Cubs would be a good game.
We could see who's on the Cody Bellinger is a Cub now, right?
Yeah.
Jesse, are you a Doyer fan?
No, of course.
You are?
Yeah, I've worn Dodger hats in front of you guys.
But
Wait,
we
you
thought you were
remember-
doing that to be cool.
Remember we were discussing whether or not we
Oh
needed
my
Jesse. Right?
I know. Just one view's sick, I think.
Yeah.
One camera view. It's just
It'd be
fun.
real cool to just not have to. There was that AI software that we saw.
You better stop.
There's an AI software that we saw.
We did
where you
see
just
AI
plug
software.
in legit. Jesse, check this out.
I've seen it.
Check this out. you put 3 cameras in and it automatically cuts everything based on who's talking.
That's for you, not for me.
Oh, how sick would that be?
Fucking, it's wild. Speaking of AI, dude, I feel like I don't know how to explain it. I'm not a technology
I'm
person
scared.
at all, dude. I understand at least a little part of this whole AI thing.
Mike is fully on. You would think that conspiracy theory Mike over here wouldn't be into AI. He wouldn't be into this technological revolution, but Mike is in it to win it.
I'm fucking in it, dude. I just discovered something that is literally changing. It'll change my life. For anyone who doesn't know, we have 2 for our chain reaction show and our Vegas show. I got resources for mental health, food pantry, shelter, clothing program, whatever. So I know.
Maybe if you listen to last week's episode, it was sick. Like we designed a
Anyway.
card, everything. yeah.
Anyway, it took me easily a little over a month to get all this information in.
Can I see this?
Finally put it out.
So this card right here, right? This card's available at the shows. I don't remember what that was. Available at the shows, and if you look at the back, there's a nice little message from the Walking Blind Boys, and a couple QR codes that you can scan. Right?
That we had that. I had a big one of that at the Australia dates. It was on a piece of paper.
He had a big one, but not the little ones that we paid for.
Dude, you know what though? Someone is gonna find somewhere. Those cards are in Australia, and someone's gonna find them, and they're gonna get so much help, resources.
I hope so.
It's gonna be fucking awesome.
I hope so.
But anyways, it took me over a month to get all that stuff done, and I did a search for just like mental health, and in like 10 seconds I had everything I needed, and it was just.
He literally asked the AI, "Hey, find me mental health resources."
Hold on. I said, please.
Oh yeah,
find me.
Mike. we're sitting at the coffee shop, and Mike goes, "Dude, check this out." And he starts typing, and he goes, "Please find me mental health resources." And I kind of look at him, and he goes, "I want to make sure that this AI knows when it takes over the world that I was meant."
Yeah.
And so he basically asked it, can you find mental health resources and include the phone number, email address, and website within a 30-mile radius of Riverside?
Please and thank you.
Please and thank you. It did all the work that it took Mike months to do in like less than 3 minutes.
I would have been able to finish those things in like a half hour. Just gone through all of them. Less than that. 20 minutes probably.
Yeah.
So
I sent Mike a post earlier today also that this guy basically signed up for an AI like chat. What is it? Chat GPT or whatever.
oh yeah.
He signed up for the AI and then he gave it access to his bank accounts. He gave it access to basically his entire life and said, hey, find me ways that I can save money. It went through his entire bank account and everything and it found him, I think it was like
$200.
Yeah, $200 a month in savings that he was able to cancel like subscriptions for and stuff like that. And then he was like, hey, find me refunds. So it went through and it found a Wi-Fi payment for a flight and it automatically drafted a legal letter saying, hey, or it asked him, how was your Wi-Fi service when you purchased this flight or when you purchased on the flight? And he goes, it wasn't that great. And it drafted a full-on legal letter saying like, I paid for this service, but it wasn't up to par. I need a refund. And he got a fucking refund for the fucking Wi-Fi that he had on the plane. So like, it's insane. Like people have spent time talking to these things. And like, I think I read an article that said somebody learned how to build a bomb. Like it was just asking, like you can't directly go, hey, teach me how to make a bomb, and then it just gives you the information. But in a roundabout way, it was asked it like they like
I have this pressure
asked
cooker.
it like, yeah, like, hey, I'm doing I need to find a way to ignite a certain amount of things. Oh, the ignition point is this. Well, and it would explain it, and then in a roundabout way, it basically gave all the ingredients and all the way to make a bomb.
Damn.
And then like there was like other things like I'm pretty sure I don't want to get like super dramatic with it, but I'm pretty sure that there was stuff like how do I overthrow a country? How do I like wild shit like that.
Well, I mean that's what you could ask the internet now, like asking Siri.
Yeah.
Those are fun.
And then there was even I don't know if this is true or not, but I'm sure like if you're on social media, you saw the videos making its rounds. There was an AI robot that was programmed to do warehouse work, like basically for Amazon, like moving shit, putting it on a conveyor belt. And it went through the process for a little while and then realized like this is all there is to it, and it deleted itself. And the robot like just collapsed.
Or what offed itself, dude. It unalived itself.
It unalived itself because a lifetime of menial tasks was just not acceptable.
It's like this is mindless work.
So I don't know how true that really is, but you see the video, the robot is moving stuff, putting it on the conveyor belt, and then it just looks at the shit that it's holding, and it just collapses and dies.
Dang.
There's even art about that. If you guys seen that one art where the robot's only task is to not let oil spill. And it's like scraping oil. And in the beginning, it's all happy. It's waving at everybody. But as time goes on, it's like getting depressed. And it's like you see it now filled up with like hydraulic fluid all over itself. And then it's like, I think it offed itself.
It like lit itself on fire.
Yeah. Or it just.
It just like pulls out a cigarette. It's like just lets it go and then just
Smoke them if you've got them.
life is more. There's more to life than this. Dude, I was
This
asking
is
it.
lit. Lights it.
I was asking it some things I thought were helpful. That was cool. I was asking
Was
about
it
like
like-
algorithms for
Was it like,
social network.
hey AI, how do I start dating? And then it gave you an answer, and then it was like, hey AI, how do I betray my friend and go watch a movie with somebody else? And it was like, oh, real simple. This is what you do.
Jesse, give me the camera.
Give it. Hey, hold on, wait, Jesse, back to me. Give him the camera, and then make him answer the question that he's been dodging.
That's what I was saying. I've been going on.
What was yours?
Michael is upset because I've gone on dates this week. One of the dates was I went to go see the movie Air.
I'm upset too. I want to go with you.
We can go after this, guys.
No, we can't.
But anyway,
It's
I've been going on dates and they've been they've gone really well.
Okay, all joking aside, you have been going on dates, and we said we're not going to get too in depth into this on the podcast. It's still young. It's still early. But you seem genuinely like.
Yeah, they've gone really well.
Yeah, like it's. Mike's gone on dates, right? Like, let's be real here. Mike has gone on dates, especially throughout the span of this podcast. He's gone on some dates. Some of them went well, some of them didn't. None of them really amounted to anything.
Yeah, good friendships, the best ones.
Pretty much when people get to know who Mike Perez is, they go, "Oh fuck, you think that's funny?"
Yeah,
And stuff like that. Yeah, like,
or for me on my end, I'm like, I'll just do something, and I can tell that they're like offended by a joke. It's a joke. It's a joke. Of course, I believe in the Holocaust. No, I was kidding. No, but anyway, yeah, I'll say it. I went on dates and they went really well. And again, one of them was to go see the movie Air, which is incredible. It's an incredible movie.
is it really good?
We should go see it.
Is it good?
We should go right now.
For real.
Yeah, let's go right now. I'm off tomorrow.
Do you? Oh, I'm not. That's cool. Cool story. What?
Wow.
8:30. But that's not the
Easy,
point.
Jesse.
Yeah, relax, Jesse. Okay, relax, fool. I lost my train of thought. I was so rudely interrupted over here.
Let's go see Air. It was so good. I'll watch it again. And I want to watch it with you, Michael.
It's not the same. I like how we just keep
You too,
excluding Jesse.
And you too, Jesse. But Jesse wasn't even alive when Michael Jordan was playing.
That's true. That's true.
Doesn't mean I can't be a fan of him.
I mean, yeah.
He was like, I remember Michael Jordan, number 45.
Oh,
How dare you?
dude, it's funny like watching The Last Dance, and kind of like him going through all that, and then like I remember like the excitement of him coming back.
Yeah.
But then like when he came back and he was like number 45, I was like, what the?
Yeah, what is that?
Why, dude?
Not the right era of Michael Jordan. I still remember being a kid and having. Okay, this is gonna sound weird. I get emotional about this, right? Because I didn't realize it until later on in life that like when I was a kid, like we weren't well off. We didn't have like, my dad was really trying to kind of pick the pieces up on his life and that was part of us leaving California. Let's get out of here. Let's kind of pick up the pieces and start over, right? And I remember being a kid and having like the Jordan 11s, right? Like fresh pair of Jordans, like brand new shoes, and I didn't realize how much of a struggle it was to get those until later when I was like grown.
Yeah.
And like now my dad's doing great. He's very well off. But back then I remember our SUV being like broken down in the driveway. Like we couldn't drive it because it had issues. And my dad was still like, he got me a pair of shoes like for either my birthday or Christmas. They were like pretty close because November and December. But I was just such a huge Michael Jordan fan as a kid. Like, I mean, I had the full wingspan poster like across my bed. It was like fucking 6 feet. I had like Jordan everything basically. Even my biological mom, who I don't really have a relationship with, when I was a kid, she bought me a Michael Jordan jersey.
Dang.
So it was so massive because she was so out of touch that it still fits me to this day. And I was like 9 or 8 or something like that when she bought it for me.
She has foresight.
Yeah.
She's like, I want him to enjoy this forever.
For his entire life.
Yeah.
But so I remember that. Like I remember him getting me the shoes, and as a kid you're just like, fuck yeah, sick. And then you
don't realize how much
that affected everything. So there's this level of fandom when it comes to Jordan where it's like, like stats and goat talk and all this shit really don't matter to me because that was like the icon.
That was the goat when we were watching.
Yeah. And like I try and like put it into perspective for people like I know we've had this conversation multiple times on this podcast, but like there's just different eras of basketball. Like you're older than us, you probably liked fucking Magic and Larry Bird and you know
Dr. J, Will Chamberlain,
that fucking the hook shot, you know.
cutting.
And there was just so many for us and for our generation. Like when we were younger, it was like Jordan was the fucking man. I still me and Andrew share the back line. Have talked about this too. Kobe should be up there on the list of GOATs.
Yeah.
Like his name should be in the conversation when people go, oh, is it LeBron or Michael? Like Kobe should be in that.
Yeah.
Right. Like plain and simple. But there's something about Michael Jordan and that story. And like, you know, everything was so publicized. Everything was such a huge deal with him coming into the game and, you know, him like having that sneaker that was like not allowed. You were not allowed to have that colorway of shoe on the court, and Nike's like, we'll pay it.
Pay it. $5,000 fine a game.
A game. We'll pay it so you can wear these fucking black and red shoes. That's insane. Like, from a business standpoint, that's fucking batshit. But like, look at the payout in the long run. Adidas is like, fuck.
Dude, let's go. Okay, when we're done here, we'll go get some quick Taco Bell, and we'll go see Air.
I feel like it's not going to be the same, Mike.
It'll be the same
level of excitement.
I'll probably be able to cry.
You couldn't cry in front of her? Huh?
I was trying to be so strong, dude. I was trying to be so strong. So what happened? I'd be like, yeah. No, it's Let's wrap this up. Let's get some Taco Bell, and let's go watch Air. Oh, we got another question. Wait, what?
Did Jesse send it?
Yes.
Oh yeah, that's sorry, my bad. So Jesse said, "How do you guys feel about the Nate Diaz situation?"
Oh, do you know about this?
The last I heard, I don't know if there's anything new from this. Last I heard is he turned himself in.
I think he did. But that, I don't know what sparked that whole like confrontation.
But the other dude was a fighter too.
Was he a fighter? I thought he was like a YouTuber.
No, he was the Logan Paul impersonator.
Yeah,
but he's fought before. He has a record. He has a record for. He's been like 5, whatever fights.
Okay.
So in that case, for me, I'm like, you're a fighter. You know what's up.
Yeah. I don't know. To me, here's the thing. To me, I feel like situations like that where you're on the street and you just happen to get into a scuffle. But I feel like we're also very old school. Like this is how we were when we were younger.
Mm-hmm.
Like you could like get into like a bar fight or you get into a fight in the streets.
Mm-hmm.
You fucking duke it out. And then that's that. You guys walk away and there's no, that's it.
Fight's over.
Yeah,
You already handled it.
So with that mentality, I'm like, yeah, you try and fight a professional fighter, like obviously, dumb move on you, dude. You know, I don't know. I hope he doesn't get. I feel like if he gets charges pressed on him, and if he gets, it's to make an example of somebody. I feel like that's what it's gonna be. Like they're gonna say, well, you know, these MMA fighters are out of control, and, you know. But it was provoked.
Yeah, it's provoked, and it's an MMA fighter fighting another fighter.
Yeah.
Regardless of what, dumb.
Yeah.
Like, what are you thinking, messing with Diaz and his crew?
Yeah.
Like, literally all trained fighters, all killers.
You know what? That's 90% of the reason why I do not fight anybody anymore. You don't know who fucking trains anymore. Yeah. Like, any one of these fucking dudes at the bar can put me in an armbar now.
Can you imagine getting your arm fucking broken?
Over what?
In a fight? I don't know. Over what?
Over what?
Or getting just like fucking choked out in front of people.
Knocked over my Modelo, fool.
Yeah. Can you imagine? Like you square up and then like he right away he's like going to like fucking wrestle. You're like, no.
Okay. I'm immediately tapping.
yeah.
I'm immediately
Dude.
tapping.
Oh man.
It takes. First off, I'm pretty level-headed for the most part, so it takes a lot to really get me to a point where I would want to fight anyways. But I don't know.
I could just like see myself getting like fucking choked out, and then it goes like on YouTube and shit. And it's like,
And then that one guy who reviewed your show is gonna be like, remember when I told you about that pussy band that I saw about the guy crying about his dad? Well, he got choked out in an MMA fight.
dude, fuck that guy.
Have we talked? We've talked about that on this show, right?
I don't know. I don't think so.
He was the Amazon reviews, right? Or which one?
No,
he was
he's a YouTuber.
Oh, really?
He was reviewing their show.
Yeah, we were on tour with fucking what was it, like Impending Doom, like Winds of
Heavy ass
Plague.
bands.
Yeah, and us.
Yeah.
But anyway, fuck that guy. Our buddy Josh writes in and says, predictions for GOTG 3. What is that?
Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
Oh, why didn't I know that? Predictions?
You're distracted, Mike. I see it already. You're distracted.
Everywhere, everything all at once. When that happened.
Not distracted. I'm just not good with acronyms. Predictions?
Predictions?
Let's make some predictions.
I think we kind of talked about this with Sean. Right?
Oh, yeah.
I don't think Rocket's gonna die like a lot of people are thinking.
Yeah.
I think Drax is gonna die.
I think Drax is going to die, and I kind of feel like Mantis will too.
You think so?
I don't know why. I feel like they gave them both basically their own special.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if that's just kind of like a little send off or like a little thank you.
Maybe
Because what else does she have to serve?
true. And they did make an emotional connection by saying, "Hey, you're Peter's sister."
Mm-hmm. So I think she's gonna sacrifice herself for him. Or maybe Pete. Oh no! What if Quill sacrifices herself for her? That's his new love.
His sister?
Not like that. Why is reverse cowgirl illegal in Alabama?
Wait, what?
Because you don't turn your back on family. No, not my joke. Not my joke.
Oh man.
Maybe that might have been my last. Maybe this week was my last week of dating.
That's your last week of dating. All right, we're back on track next week, guys. 75. 75 will be much better. No,
This girl's cool.
all the joking aside, I think that I think you seem excited. You seem excited.
I was like, for Guardians, yeah.
No,
Man.
for Guardians too. I think you seem excited in this prospect of the dating world as
Yes, this dating. This has been fun.
well. Yeah, and Guardians I think will be fun as well.
Mm.
It'd be real sick if you watched it with your friends.
I will.
She's invited, but we just
Yeah.
have to go together.
Yeah. I just didn't get.
How do you think she would handle our movie theater experiences?
I think she'd be down. I think she. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I can't imagine anyone handling it more poorly than I do.
Yeah, you handle it pretty bad.
You know what I mean? Like,
You get annoyed and they're all our friends.
yeah. But so why I have to go see it first,
Yeah.
and then I can see it with the boys, and we can be loud together. Because I'm like movie time for me is like that's like my happy place. That's like my space. Going to the movies is like my thing.
Yeah.
And so when that is like when that's ruined, or not ruined, but it's like
It takes you out of it.
it takes me out of it. Yeah, but it's fun, but also like movies for me are like I don't know.
It was. I forgot what movie.
I was like,
Doesn't Guardians come out Friday?
yeah, Thursday.
All right. All right.
Let's go.
Well, on that note, I think it's time. We've rambled for an hour for you guys, and
Dude, I'm kind of happy with how many questions we got, with how quickly we got them. This is a sign that the channel's growing. Oh yeah, fuck. Never mind.
Oh shit! All right, well,
never mind.
At Walking Blind Pod everywhere. walkingblindpod@gmail.com. Shoot us an email. We haven't gotten an email from you guys lately. Let us know what you agree with, what you disagree with, what you want to talk about. Send us in some questions.
You know, something you said really early on in our podcast, where something would be rad, is if someone sent in an audio question.
Yeah,
that we could play on the show.
Yeah, somebody sent in like a recorded audio or video that we can kind of play and respond to you guys. Yeah, dear Slim,
dude, if we got handwritten letters, that'd be sick.
If you want to write a handwritten letter, let me know.
Yeah,
I canceled our
don't.
mailbox.
Yeah, like don't. Never mind. Never mind. All right, well, we got to go see Air.
At Walking Blind Pod. walkingblindpod.com. Check out the resources page.
Yes.
As much as Mike likes to mess with my mental health, this show still is about mental health. So, we love you guys.
1 week.
See you guys soon. I'm gonna
I'm
gonna drink my liquid death because it's the only thing that's been faithful to me.
Oh man.
Oh.
I'm gonna tell Crime.
Love you guys. Peace.
Running back again, knowing I handle my aggression.